Good morning. Welcome back to another Farmer Tan devotional. And kind of ending after Christmas, heading into the new year. It's the end of one year and the start of the next. So it kind of got me thinking about what the Bible says about things kind of ending and starting a new beginning. And then the first thing that reminded me about was in Revelation chapter 1. It's verse 17 where it says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. So just like this is the end of one year and beginning of another, God was there from the beginning of time and he'll be there until the end. And Alpha and Omega are just the Greek alphabet. If we want to put it in our terms, it's I am the A and the Z, the beginning and the end. And then to kind of flip it over to Romans 12, it talks about how come we go in the new year. A lot of us start thinking about what we're going to change and what's going to be new about us in the new year. And it says, let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. So that's kind of when you decide to follow God, He will create a change in you that changes the way you think, the way you kind of live out your life. And that's one way God changes us. In the 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17, says this means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone and new life has begun. And that's what it looks like when we receive our salvation and commit our lives to Christ. It's the greatest New Year's resolution, but it can be done anytime. So that's kind of the way it changes, and that involves us. And before, but does God ever change? Does Jesus ever change? And so we go to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8, and it says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So it doesn't matter what the date on the new year is. Jesus Christ is the same as he was when he walked on the earth 2,000 years ago. He's still the same person, same principles and everything. And in Malachi 3:6, it says, I am the Lord and I do not change. So God is the same, and we can take a lot of comfort in that, knowing that God's going to be the same no matter what year it is, no matter if it's 2025, 2026, or 2030, and so on and so on. So when it looks like what it looks like to change and go into New Year's in our walk with faith, it all relies on us. God and Jesus don't need to change. They are perfect, they are holy, and the Holy Trinity is going to be the same no matter what year it is. So if we want to see a change in our lives and change the way we've been living and live for Christ, it involves us being willing to change to look more like Jesus. And that's kind of a good New Year's resolution if we're not there. And honestly, if we'll never be there, it's just a continuing process throughout our whole lives. So hope you all have a great new year, and let's make it a great one for Christ. Thanks.